So you have to speak into the mic.
Hi.
We're here at Leicester Tigers for the last game of the season. What are your thoughts pre-game?
I think we should win this one.
Interesting. Why do you think that?
Because we're the best team in the Premiership.
That's real technical analysis from a top rugby fan for over 20 years. Are there any other thoughts? What do you think about Mike Brown playing against his old team, Harlequins?
Sweet, really sweet. And that's why we should win, because I think he needs reparation for having his job lost with Harlequins and coming to us.
Says he was too old. Do you think he's too old?
No way. Neither's Chris Ashton.
He's had a bald head since the age of 22, but not too old.
No. Think of all that experience he's got.
A lot of experience.
Yeah. And he's played some great rugby while he's been here at Tigers.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, the first game he started and he was man of the match. He played amazingly.
He did.
I'm pretty excited to watch him play, to be fair. I did kind of peg it in my preview show saying that I think this is a potential Mike Brown revenge game. So I thought they were going to play a lot of substitutes today, but they've actually gone for quite a heavy setup. Like they've got Andre Pollard starting, JVP starting, most of the pack playing as well. So yeah, I think it should be a great game.
Good. Yeah. I think it's going to be very entertaining. I'm really looking forward to it.
There you go.
Hold on to your butts.
So, first half, pretty good. Thought it was a bit of an arm wrestle. But it kind of got overshadowed right at the end by the red card, which I think we're in a bit of a disagreement about.
Well, first of all, yeah, I agree. I think it's an exciting game, which is really good because I think at this time of the season, some games can be a bit flat and others can be really exciting. This is a good game. I agree. I think it's a bit of an arm wrestle. I think Leicester Tigers are probably kicking themselves a little bit that they've let Quins off the hook on a few occasions. And Quins, I think, will be reasonably happy going in ahead at half-time. Silly mistake by Chris Ashton. You know, the way the rules are written at the moment, anything high and it is really risky. And I think, bless his cotton socks, I think, marvellous player as he is, Chris Ashton, if he's got to make a split decision in a tackle situation, I just feel sometimes he's got the tendency to go a little bit high. And in this day and age, with the way the referees have to interpret the laws, it's dicey, you know. And that's just made it, I think, a little bit harder for Tigers. But I don't see them.
Oof, beers have arrived. Nice.
See them finding one man down for half a game too much of a problem. I think they've got all their subs still to play with, so I still think it could be a cracking second half.
Same. I mean, I don't think they'll be playing many of their subs. I think the reason they've started the people that they have is because they're saving some people for the semi-final. But I'll just touch on the red card quickly because I've talked the red card to death. Like, I think to the letter of the law, it's right, it is a red card, but I think the law needs to be changed. I think the man is literally falling over. Ashton's not particularly high, he's just standing his ground, and he ends up unfortunately hitting his head and his shoulder. So how the law is, it should be a red card, but at the moment, that's the letter of the law, and it's just what it is what it is. I just think the law should be changed. I think it was a real arm wrestle, and I think Harlequins surprisingly were winning the arm wrestle, considering that I thought that Leicester probably had the better pack going into the fixture. I think Harlequins playing really well in terms of playing the weather. It's raining like crazy like there. You know, the ball is slippery as hell. And Harlequins, you know, surprisingly are kind of coming up better in that regard. Like, in the tight, I think they're a lot better than Tigers are at the moment.
Well, as you know, I've criticised a lot of teams playing so-called to their planned attack when the weather changes. Because I think when the weather changes, you have to change the tactics that you use against the opposition. You have had to have read what they're doing, and you've got to have up your sleeve different tactics to be able to play the conditions. And I think you're right. That's been a very good move. And I think it's given them the edge. And I think it'd be very interesting to see if Tigers come back in the second half with something of a similar in a similar vein.
It'll be interesting to see what they do for sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, anyway.
I don't think this game's anywhere near over. It's got a long way to go.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Anyway, on to the second half.
Yeah.
the pantomime villain.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Harlequins it has been. Jaltema fires it into touch. That is the final whistle.
Ah, god damn it, my nose!
Some final thoughts on the game. Second half, I think Leicester fought really hard. At times you forgot they had 14 men on the pitch. Fantastic effort set out there. But at the end they just fell short in the last second. But a hell of a performance. I think the important thing for them really was getting out the back end of the game and having the ability to hold your head held high, which I think they did. The amount of effort they put in to kind of keep it within 3 points and get it that close. Harlequins benefited from an inconsistent referee, and they won the game. But at the end of the day, it's short stuff, right? We're talking about semi-finals next weekend, so I think they have a lot to look forward to. They have a lot to have confidence in, and yeah, they play their asses off, man. Huge game.